Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com, bringing you the What's in My Soccer Bag video for the month of January 2015. Now for those that are unfamiliar with this series, this is a video where I fill up an entire soccer bag with all the best products that I found myself using throughout the previous month. This covers shoes, balls, equipment, apparel, pretty much anything you could possibly think of. If I liked it and I used it a lot, I showcase it in the What's in My Soccer Bag videos. Also, if you guys see something that you like throughout today's video, you can purchase it for yourself by clicking the very first link down below in the description. That'll take you to the What's in My Soccer Bag page on my website. On that page, you'll find buy it now links of all the products in today's video listed, along with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to pick up everything below its normal retail price. So again, if you see something in the video that you're interested in purchasing for yourself, first link down below in the description, go ahead and check it out. Also, the What's in My Soccer Bag videos are about showcasing good products. I know a lot of you guys like to say that none of these products in the videos are necessities. You don't need them to play soccer, and you would be 100% right. But again, that's not the point of the video. The point of the video is to highlight products that I had access to, found myself using, didn't necessarily use or wear all of it at the same time, but were good products that were worthy of showcasing in the What's in My Soccer Bag series, which again is what this series is all about. So with that being said, let's get into the What's in My Soccer Bag video for January 2015. So for the month of January, the weather was consistently cold, consistently freezing, I would even say. And at least for the second half of the month, it was pretty consistently snowy as well. So the duffel bag that I have right here is the Nike Brasilia 6 size large duffel bag. It has a retail price of $50 to $45. It's available in 4 or 5 different colors, with the gray one being what I'm showing you guys right here. And what I like about this duffel bag is it's large, which is why it's the large size. It has a huge center compartment, has 2 very big side pockets. It holds everything you could possibly want a duffel bag to hold, whether it be a variety of items, shoes, balls, equipment, apparel, whatever it may be, or even if you just want to put a single pair of shoes and 4 or 5 soccer balls. It all fits in one single bag, which is really convenient. Has all the straps you could want. The zippers are pretty solid. It's weatherproof. It's durable. It does everything a duffel bag should do. Really nothing more to explain. So with that being said, let's open the bag up and take a look at what is on the inside, because that is, after all, what everybody is here to see. The first item that I have in my bag are the Torelli Body Shield Slider Shorts. These guys you can pick up with an SR4U coupon code for about $54 US, so they are still pretty pricey, but they're high quality compression shorts, which I more or less find to be a necessity for me personally. They're durable, they're comfortable to wear, and they get the job done as far as compression is concerned. Plus, you get the added benefit of the pour-on foam padding on either side of the leg. You have 3 separate pieces, as you guys can see. It's soft, it's thin, it forms to your leg, and there's no visible bulk that you can actually feel while you're wearing these, but you get that extra protection, which really does go a long way as far as preventing those little bumps and bruises that occur while you're actually playing. So for me, a necessity type of product, one I've been using really consistently, and I haven't come across anything better, so that's why I will continue to use these. So again, Torelli Body Shield Slider Shorts, highly recommend them. As far as regular shorts go, this is a pair of shorts I've had my eye on for a little while now. These are the Nike Barcelona third shorts. This is obviously the authentic shorts that go with their third kit, which is an extremely bright Volt yellow. And the reason why I picked this up is because I was curious to see how bright they were in person. They're the authentic shorts, so they're a nice lightweight dry fit material, comfortable, and just really nice and light overall. But as far as the color is concerned, the front is a really bright Volt yellow. Then you have this kind of stripe of royal navy blue going down the side, and then the rear portion is an even more vibrant Volt yellow. Hopefully you guys can see the difference side by side. It's probably a little bit difficult to see from this distance, but they are just really, really bright. If you're looking for some of the brightest shorts that I've personally ever seen, this is definitely going to do that for you. Obviously, because it is authentic licensed product, you do have the official Barcelona crest, and of course your embroidered Nike swoosh on either side. Retail price about $40 to $45, so they aren't cheap, but they're really, really nice. And if you're looking for authentic licensed product, that is generally the price you have to pay for a pair of Nike shorts. So I'll pull that over, put that to the side here. And we'll take a look at the training shirt that I wore, which is also surprisingly expensive, but I'll explain why in just a second. This is the new Messi Training top from Adidas. It goes along with the new Messi 10.1 shoe and Mirosar product line in general. Obviously, it does have the same graphics and the same color scheme going on with the teal and orange. Very minimal branding on this shoe. I thought the pattern on the front looked pretty cool. Matches what you're going to find on the shoes. Subtle orange pinstripe here going down the sleeve, You do have your Messi branding on the side of the sleeve, which is very, very small, as well as some Messi branding in the little kind of black leather strip at the bottom corner that you guys can probably see. On the back of the shirt, it's pretty much solid teal with these two little orange pieces with some stitching right there, just to make for a more fitted kind of look and feel to the shirt itself. But what's special about this, and the reason why it retails for $50 to $55 US, is because it's made from the same Adizero lightweight material that you find on the authentic shirts that Adidas puts on their actual team kits. So if you buy an authentic Chelsea jersey, an authentic Real Madrid jersey, for example, those are going to run you about $120, $150 depending on where you buy it. This actually does feature the same material for about $50, so a third of the cost. If you look at it that way, I guess it's a little bit more affordable, but it still is a very pricey shirt. But in an indoor type of environment, in a gym where it can get very hot, very muggy after an hour or two of playing, something like this that's nice and lightweight, remains nice and comfortable, and keeps you as cool as possible while obviously still wearing a shirt. So really nice, high quality shirt if you can justify the price, because I know it is a little bit expensive. I definitely can say that. As far as outdoor apparel is concerned, because it was so cold and because it was snowy, it was really important to stay warm. So what I have right here is the new Adidas Tiro 15, a product from their new Tiro 15 line, their fleece training top. So this is a long sleeve training top. It's lined in fleece on the inside, and despite how it may look, it actually is relatively thick and extremely warm. This thing's actually warmer than a lot of winter jackets that I've worn. Has your Adidas branding on the front. It's actually a quarter zip design, as you guys can see, with a little bit of an extended collar here, just to keep you nice and warm. You do have obviously your white stripes going down the side. This one is black in color. I believe this is the only color this is available in. And then just like the rest of the Tiro 15 product line, it does have the white stripe going across the front and back of the actual shirt, kind of like a ring at the bottom. And then you do have that new pinstripe design, the vertical pinstripes in the chest area of the shirt as well, on both the front and back. Nice and warm. It has a retail price of about $60 to $65, so it isn't particularly cheap, but it isn't particularly expensive either. Definitely cheaper than a winter jacket, but very, very warm, and just a nice piece of training apparel overall, especially for winter type of environment. So definitely a piece of apparel that I can strongly recommend if you're looking to stay warm. As far as training pants go, I have the new Adidas Tiro 15 Plus training pants. So these are just like you'd expect from Tiro pants. They have that tapered design to them, but this one's a little bit different in that it's a plus model. So it does have not necessarily different materials, but a slightly different design to it. This guy has a retail price of about $50 to $55. It's kind of gray in color, and then it has this almost glow-in-the-dark light yellow color with the band at the top around the waistline. And then, of course, you do have the stripes going down the side, which are also that same yellow color. And then what makes it a graphic variation is actually the pattern that is in the area where the stripes are located, as you guys can see. Definitely just gives them a different look. It's a change up from the usual black and white Tiro pants that I know a lot of people have. Even navy blue and white is pretty common. So if you're looking for a nice pair of training pants that are pretty cool looking, and even pants that you can wear casually, the Tiro 15 Plus is definitely something to consider if you're looking for something, like I said, a little bit different. So fold that up, put that over to the side. And then, of course, because it was winter, a winter jacket is important. And the winter jacket that I use this month is one from Puma. This is the Puma Arsenal Reversible Winter Coat. And I was hesitant to pick this up because it reminded me a lot of the Nike reversible coats that they actually don't make anymore. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. You've seen them before. And the reason why I was hesitant is because those Nike variations, they looked cool, but they weren't particularly warm. With this coat, I can say that I was pleasantly surprised with how warm this thing actually is. It's one of the warmest winter coats that I've personally ever worn, with fairly minimal bulk. It is a puffy style jacket, and what's cool about this is it's fully reversible. So the one side that I'm showing you guys right here is full navy blue in color. You have some white accents in the zippers. You have two pockets on either side, one pocket right here up at the chest, your Puma branding on the front, as well as either sleeve, and then of course your Arsenal as well as the Fly Emirates sponsor right there on the left chest. The zipper, if you open that up, you can pull it all the way down and then put your hands through the sleeves and pull it open. You're gonna notice that the jacket itself is fully reversible, and it reveals on the other side A jacket that is still just as warm but has a slightly different look to it. So you're kind of getting two jackets in one with this particular product. This time, as you guys can see, the hood as well as the chest area and sleeves are now red in color. You still have your Puma branding on the sleeves as well as on the front, as well as your Arsenal branding in navy blue. And then the bottom portion of the jacket as well as the interior of the sleeves are navy blue in color as well. So really cool looking jacket. It's nice that it has two styles to it, and it's also really warm and very comfortable to wear. This guy actually is pretty affordable too. It has a retail price of about $115 to $130 depending on where you get it, which for a winter jacket isn't actually too bad, especially considering it is officially licensed product with that Arsenal branding on it. So again, that's the winter coat. I'm actually going to move this out of the way because it does take up so much space on the ground in front of me. I want everything to be on camera here. As far as base layers are concerned, when it is winter, that is more or less a necessity. So right here I have the Under Armour Cold Gear infrared tights, compression tights, and then I have the Under Armour Cold Gear Evo top. This is a mock collar compression top, long sleeve, as you guys can see. Both really high quality. The tights actually do have their infrared technology, which is so warm for whatever reason. I really don't have an explanation for you. The tights have a retail price of about $50. So does the actual compression top. Sometimes you can get them for around $40 as well. And they're just more or less necessities when it is really, really cold weather outside. It's something you wear under your shirt, obviously, or obviously under your shorts here with the compression tights. But they really do make a big difference in terms of keeping you warm out there on the field, which for me, I have to be warm. I'm really one of those people that is always cold. So to have something like this, like I said, I almost can't go without it. So put that over to the side, fold that up, and we'll take a look at some of the other items that I have inside the bag. As far as little accessories for cold weather, I have this little beanie right here. This is the Adidas MLS Cup Champions for 2014, the LA Galaxy, obviously. It's a pretty cool looking toque, Adidas branded toque with a little embroidery on the front as well as the LA Galaxy crest. It has a retail price of $15 US, so it isn't overly expensive. And it's just a nice toque that definitely will keep you warm. Nothing too special about it, honestly. As far as field player gloves are concerned, I picked up these guys right here. These are a little bit more heavy duty than your average field player glove. These are called the Under Armour Cold Gear Sideline glove. They have a retail price of $35 US, which actually is pretty pricey as far as field player gloves. Normally they're around $30 to $25, but these are a lot thicker than your average field player glove. They do have kind of a rubberized coating right here on the two main fingers closest to the index finger as well as the thumb, and then a grip texturing here on your outside two fingers as well, so you do still get that grip on the ball. It even does have the little Velcro strap here to keep them on. They're available in small, medium, large, I believe, and they're just much warmer than your average ultra thin field player glove. So something I can highly recommend if you are playing in really, really cold environments. As far as socks go, the regular training socks that I wore a lot this month are actually these guys right here. These are the authentic Puma Arsenal hoop socks. So this is what they wear with their home jerseys, sometimes with their away jerseys as well. Really, really nice socks in my opinion. This is a new sock from Puma that I believe you can only get in their kind of authentic lineup of apparel. It's pretty thin going around this kind of calf area. And then when you get to the footbed, it also is relatively thin, but it has this really nice kind of compression tight fit. They're obviously labeled left and right. I'm not sure that they're anatomically shaped. They don't appear or feel to be, honestly, while you're wearing them. But they're just really, really comfortable. They're thin and padded in all the right places. And as far as socks go, just really, really nice. They have a retail price of $20 US. So they aren't particularly cheap, but they aren't overly expensive either. Again, it does have the kind of authentic licensing on it, your Puma branding on the front, and then does actually say Arsenal on the back, as you guys can see. So all in all, really, really nice socks if you're looking for a pair of full-length training socks. And then as far as other socks I carried around and used this month, these are True socks. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. Those ones are navy blue in color. They have a $40 retail price, but they are honestly worth it in my opinion. If you're looking for socks that truly do have a major impact on the responsiveness of your shoes, these things, you put them on, you put your shoes on, and it prevents your foot from sliding around on the inside of the shoe at all. So it just really does make for a completely different feel to your shoes. If you struggle with blisters and just sliding around in your shoes in general, invest in a pair of True socks. It makes a huge difference. As far as Shin Guards go, before we get to the Shin Guards, we have to talk about the Shin Guard sleeves. These are the Torelli Body Shield leg guards, and this is a product, again, I've been using really consistently. I'm not a huge fan of extra bulk on my shins. I like to wear very small and very thin shin guards, but something like this is something that I can tolerate because, one, it eliminates the need for tape, which can be very, very annoying and actually pretty expensive over the course of an entire season, especially if your teammates try to steal your tape, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have experience. You don't need to have tape. You don't need to share it with anybody. You just don't need it at all with this particular product. It's got a built-in sleeve on the front. Because of its design, it's tapered at the bottom, so you don't actually have anywhere for the shin guard to slide down, so they stay up really, really nicely, again, without the need for tape. Plus, just like the slider shorts, they have built-in pour-on padding down either side of the leg or either side of the ankle, and then also on the lateral side of your leg. So some extra padding, low profile protection, but the protection is there that you wouldn't normally have, especially if you don't wear shin guards with built-in ankle protection. These guys have a retail price with an SR4U coupon code of about $36 US, which is actually pretty affordable considering you can easily pay $20 to $25 for a pair of regular shin guard sleeves that aren't as nice and obviously are not as protective. Next, as far as shin guards go, I've been using these consistently and I'm going to continue to use them until something else better comes out. These are the C6 Agility carbon fiber shin guards. This is actually the speed variation that is slightly smaller. That's my preference personally. If you like something bigger, they do have their max version as well. Normally have a retail price of $150 US, which is extremely expensive for shin guards. I completely understand that. With an SR4U coupon code, you can pick them up for about $135, save yourself about 15 bucks. But if you truly are looking for the best of the best as far as shin guards go, these are it. They're thin, they're ultra strong, they're lightweight, they're extremely comfortable, they're form-fitting. They are everything that a shin guard should be, in my opinion, and that's why I continue to use them, even though there are so many new products that come out every single month as far as shin guards are concerned. So again, C6 Agility carbon fiber shin guards that I can strongly recommend. It'll be the last pair of shin guards you ever buy. As far as soccer balls go, that is something you need to have in your soccer bag if you're going to play soccer. This is the Nike Ordem 2 FA Cup ball. It's pretty unique in that it's an interesting color. It's not a super bright pink, despite how it may look on camera. It kind of has more of like a pinkish peach color, I guess is the best way to describe it. Your blue accents and white accents on the ball look pretty good. Obviously, it does have the FA Cup badge right there as well. FIFA approved. This is a top-end match ball. Has a retail price of $150, but you can pick it up for around $135 if you go to the actual link down below in the description. And as you'd expect with a top-end match ball, it performs the part, the quality is fantastic, and it's also very, very durable as well. So if you're looking for a great match ball, the Nike Ordem 2 is one that I can strongly recommend, and this FA Cup colorway is particularly unique. As far as shoes go, this is something I know a lot of you guys are always interested to see what I'm actually wearing because I'm testing out so many new products. I didn't honestly play a lot outside this month just because of how cold and how much snow we did get. The ground was often very, very frozen. So what I did is I used these guys right here. These are the Made in Japan Mizuno Morelia. Now this is probably a pick that you guys weren't expecting. And these guys have a retail price of about $280 to $250 depending on where you get them. They are very, very pricey for a shoe that honestly is not necessarily much better than an Adidas Copa Mundial, which costs about half of that. So what's great about this shoe is, one, it's made in Japan. The quality is fantastic. It's got kangaroo leather upper. It's very, very comfortable. And like I said, build quality and craftsmanship is really what's key to the value of this particular product. Is it expensive? Yes. Is it worth the money? Not necessarily. That's something you kind of have to justify for yourself. But the reason why I use this shoe in particular this month is because it was so cold. You need to have some padding on your feet just to keep yourself warm. At least in my opinion, I don't like to wear super thin shoes when it's really cold outside. So because this shoe has such soft, really kind of cushioned leather to the overall on-foot feel, I thought that this would be a good suitable option. They're nice. They kept me nice and warm while I did use them in kind of -10 to -15 conditions, and no complaints. Plus, when the ground was a little bit frozen, I found that the less aggressive stud pattern was just a better option overall. So made in Japan Mizuno Morelia, shoe that I can strongly recommend. As far as playing indoor as well as on turf, that's something that I did a lot this month because of the weather conditions. And when I was indoors, I really was opting for the Elastico Superfly from Nike. I'm not a huge fan of, honestly, the Flyknit models from Nike personally. It's not my cup of tea as far as shoes go. I generally tend to stick to something that is made from a leather upper. But with this particular shoe, it's so responsive, it's close to the ground. It just has a good feel when you are on those hard indoor court playing surfaces. It gives you that sensation of agility, if that makes any sense. Plus the touch that you get, while it is very thin, not necessarily padded like I normally like, it does actually feel really good in an indoor type of environment. Huge fan of this colorway, in particular the Midnight Fog variation. And again, just the Elastico Superfly. If you're looking for a good pair of indoors, you can't go wrong with these. So I'll put that over to the side. And then for playing on turf, because I was using the Elastico Superflies for indoor, I figured that I was already used to them. I might as well use the Elastico Superflies for turf as well. So that's what I ended up doing. This is the more recent Blue Lagoon colorway, which I personally really like the look of. It does have the orange swooshes. And the turf bottom, it's a little bit more aggressive than what you're going to find from a lot of turf variations from other brands at the moment. So it does actually provide some pretty good aggressive traction, which is something that I like. And again, the Superfly in general, it's thin, it's relatively lightweight, and it just has a very responsive sensation overall. That seamless fit, that sock-like feel, and it's just a fantastic shoe. For the $150 cost of the Elastico Superfly, it is just a really good deal, considering that the normal Superfly 4, which pretty much has the exact same upper, goes for $275 to $300 at a retail price. So again, if you're looking for really good indoors or turf shoes, the Elastico Superfly is a product that I can, again, strongly recommend. So that's pretty much it for the What's in My Soccer Bag video for January 2015. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, if you see any of the products in today's video that you're interested in purchasing for yourself, click the very first link down below in the description. It's going to take you to the What's in My Soccer Bag page on my website, where you will find Buy It Now links, along with exclusive SR4U coupon codes for all of these different products that you can purchase for yourself. So again, first link down below in the description, go ahead and check it out. If you guys have any questions at all or any suggestions, leave those down below in the comment section. Definitely will get an answer out to you and take a look at all of your suggestions. If you enjoyed the What's in My Soccer Bag series, want to continue seeing it happening on the channel, be sure to support the video with a like. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thanks for watching.